Hi all, welcome back to my channel. This is Govatin. So over here, let's take a quick look about how Indian markets might pan out today in accordance with global view. So without any further delay, let's quickly shift to SGX Nifty and see where we might stand in the open. So right now, SGX Nifty is trading almost like flat to mild open, that's plus 20 points. So I guess we are somewhere opening around 16,650 odd levels to begin the day. But yeah, as the day might progress, we might see pretty much volatility. And today is the first expiry of March 2022. So it's an expiry day. Stay cautious. There would be volatility because yesterday was slightly a range bound day until the last half an hour where there was a one-sided move. Absolutely. So that's on SGX, and let's quickly move to Nifty chart. Just give me a minute. Okay, so Nifty chart is here, and then so yesterday, like we discussed, just a minute. Okay, so yesterday, like we discussed, basically we were in a pretty much range bound zone. So we had a initial targets of 16,700 on the upside, which has resistance 16,700 and 16,800, like we discussed, and then on downside 16,400 and 16,500 approximately, where the psychological support was lying, which we saw the open interest also. So uh, Nifty as a whole in yesterday's performance did respect those levels, gave a good decay in the premium, and yes, put option buyers or call option buyers did struggle a little if they were away from the direction. So that was yesterday's story, but what about today? So we'll be opening around the first resistance zone, approximately 16,650 levels today, and then immediate resistance lies around 16,700, followed by 16,820, 830 levels. So 16,820 is something which was day before yesterday or Monday's high basically, and then there's this high which was formed 16,830, basically a good resistance level on the top. So on the downside, 16,350, 360 would be the initial support level. If broken, we will be witnessing 16,280 and 16,200. So that's about on the downside. But if we see the open interest for Nifty as such, there's pretty much open interest present at 16,500 levels. So let me quickly move this to Nifty. Yes, yeah. So 16,500, there's heavy open interest on put side, which is forming a good base. And on the upside, 16,700, there's good call writing, even at 16,800 and 16,900. So it's almost like similar call writing present at every upside. While this heavy put writing actually present at 16,500 and 16,400. So in the open, there would be a little tug of war between 16 to hold 16,600 if I'm not wrong. But let's see how the market might pan out actually. Then we can take a position and actually trade during the day. So that's a quick note about Nifty. But then quickly moving on to Bank Nifty. So about Bank Nifty, yes. Again, it was pretty much of a very weak section for Bank Nifty as a section and as also a session. So that's about very top view. But let's once it loads, let's quickly look into the charts. Meanwhile, yeah. So in the beginning yesterday, in the video, we discussed that Bank Nifty is remaining weak in comparison to Nifty. We also saw the similar thing on Monday, where there was a pretty much underperformance in Bank Nifty in comparison to Nifty. So, which continued towards the entire day yesterday. Yes, we did break 35,000. Sorry, 30. Let me just quickly bring back. Yeah, we did break 35,000 for very short while yesterday, and then I think the low was 34. Yeah, this would be the low, and the low was 34,897. Although we broke a couple of times, we didn't really. The close was pretty good, and we closed all the way up around 35,400 approximately. So yes, in the last half an hour, 45 minutes, there was a good really. I mean, in the last half an hour, there was really good move in Nifty and Bank Nifty both. Nifty moved approximately 100 odd points, and Bank Nifty moved 300 plus odd points. So that was a good speedy recovery in the last hour, in the last session basically. So, but yeah, we will remain volatile during the entire day today, most probably. Yes, there's good support at the downside levels, but keep an eye on the news that's been playing around in meaning the global side. So yes, stay cautious on that front, and yeah, limit your position sizing today also is what I would say. uh But yeah, if I have to say the support levels or resistance levels for Bank Nifty, yesterday's low would be the initial support of 35,000 as we have been speaking for a while. If that's broken, 34,700 is not really very far away. So that's one level to be cautious of, cautious about. And then 35, let me just quickly tell you, 36,000 would be the initial psychological resistance, followed by 35,500 itself first, primarily. But I expect 35,500 during the gap up. We might actually somewhere kiss a little around 35,500 or 35,400 odd levels. If SGX Nifty still sustains during the open. So that's a little on the Bank Nifty side, but uh, so 35,500 and 36,000 on the upside, and 35,000 and 34,700 on the downside would be the resistance and support levels respectively. So let's quickly take a look into how option chain is working out for us. Okay, so yes, 35,500 is a call writing. A better call writing than put writing actually, and then 36,000 is good call writing again, and then 35,000 there's decent put writing. So 35,000, there's if market drips towards 35,000, yes, there will be a tug of war again, because put writers need to cover their positions, and then there is a call writing also present. Now right now it's call writing to put writing is 0.5 to 1. So yeah, let's see let's actually figure out during the market hours about how we can enter the trades. So that's about a quick note on Bank Nifty also. And then if we have to take a look about USDINR quickly, so just give me a minute until it loads. Let me just bring it up here for you. It works for me either ways. So as much as Nifty is playing, so is USDINR. Honestly, it's trying to touch 76, but then gets rejected, and then it falls back to 75.5 and 75.23 levels, and then it bounces back as Nifty dips, and then as Nifty or the market rises. And it's basically 90 or 95 of times of 100, you'll find that they are inversely proportional, both Nifty and Bank Nifty, honestly. So yes, there are multiple factors, but this is one of the very simple or very minimal factor that you can take a note when you are trying to trade in USDINR pair as such. So that's about a thing on USDINR. So like we discussed, that view still remains valid. Sell about 77 calls of tomorrow's expiry, and then probably 75.25 and 75 puts today, because 75 is the support level and 75.2, 75 is a very good decent support level, unless really big cracking move comes in. INR appreciating by 60 odd paise would just be a far-fetched task, honestly. This is how the global factors are now visible right now. So that's about a quick note on USDINR also. So we discussed about Nifty, open interest on Nifty, and then Bank Nifty and open interest on Bank Nifty, and USDINR along with SGX Nifty. So that's about a quick recap. And then if there are any questions that you have from your end, please do feel free to post them on the comment section or reach out through any other social media that you would prefer to. That's about it from my end for today, and let's quickly wrap this up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead. Do this, guys. Come on, come on. Thank you. Have a good day.